For 35 years, Jim has used his talents to advance the food ingredient industry while championing colleagues and the next generation of food scientists. Jim is president and CEO of Ingredient, a Fortune 500 company that makes sweeteners, starches, nutrition ingredients, and biomaterials used in foods, beverages, paper, and pharmaceuticals. This is a $6 billion business with operations that span the globe. Beyond his business savvy, Jim leads with the utmost integrity and ethics. Ingredient has been selected as one of Fortune magazine's world's most admired companies for the past 9 years and was named one of the world's most ethical companies by Ethisphere Institute for the past 5 consecutive years. In addition, Jim has advanced diversity and inclusion as well as sustainability in the industry. Jim has also been a steadfast partner with our university, sharing generously of his time and resources. He is an avid supporter of our faculty and students, always encouraging innovation and leadership. Congratulations, Jim. I'm pleased to name you an Alumni Fellow.
Well, I was extremely jealous of Derek for going first because I knew I was going to go last. But there really is a 3-minute monitor here, and it's already running. But I did want to thank Provost Jones, the Alumni Association, the College of Agricultural Sciences, and last but not least, the Department of Food Science for this incredible recognition. And for me, like the others, I stand here incredibly honored, feeling extremely fortunate, but most of all blessed, because there was a hand in it touching me and influencing me to find my way to come to Penn State. No one in my family went to college, had the opportunity to go to college. My parents sacrificed a tremendous amount for me, but couldn't really guide me. And I was just very fortunate through serendipity to stumble upon a book that said your career in food technology when I had to make a career decision at an early point in my career, and I knew from 18 years of age I wanted to become a food scientist. So I was fortunate enough to go to the Commonwealth campus at Abington for 1 year, and then I made my way to University Park. And to tell you what a special place this was then and is now, is I walked into my advisor's office, a professor by the name of Ed Glass in the Department of Food Science, and this was a remarkable man who had an incredible connection to his students. And unannounced, no appointment, never saw a picture of me. I walked into his office, swear to you, stood at the door, and he said, "Come on in, Jim, have a seat." I still to this day do not know how he did that or knew to do that. Then I was fortunate enough to admire professors that were deep into their field of specialty, such as Dr. Paul Dimick, who was a world-renowned scientist in chocolate research, or Dr. Bob Beelman, world-renowned in mushroom science. And you might be sitting there and saying, wow, something so esoteric, what can come of that? Today, some of the natural high-intensity sweeteners are going to come from mushroom research that's been pioneered here. So for me, I then was very fortunate to have been interviewed by somebody where there was a posting at Buki Building to go to a company by the name of National Starch and Chemical Company, who was a Penn State graduate, who recruited me to come to the company of National Starch. And I fell in love with starch research and became a starch scientist. And then at a point in my career, another Penn State graduate who was the head of HR for the company had to convince me to take a role overseas in Asia Pacific, where my father had passed away, my mom was a widower, and I was very close to my family, and it was a very difficult decision. But in her selfless way, my mom said, "I want you to go." And this man also, who was a Penn State graduate, convinced me to go. It was from there I went to Asia Pacific to work for National Starch and Chemical Company, and it's there I met my wife. Never imagined I would be married to a Malaysian Chinese woman who is the love of my life. And Penn State was there every step of the way. And today, she's an even bigger State football fan than I am, coming from Malaysia. But I just wanted to thank the university. I'm incredibly honored, proud to be in this esteemed company and be here today. And the Department of Food Science is going to do great things given the fact that the population is going to increase between now at 7.7 billion to approximately 10 billion by 2050 to feed the world in a healthy way, a sustainable way, fight disease prevention. The Food Science Department here, backed by the College of Ag Science, is going to do great things, and I'm so proud to be associated with it now and into the future. So thank you so much.